Your country 1039 KGRT, Billy Currington, and yeah, absolutely. Thank God for good directions.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
Yes, my friends, your question of the day brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Don't forget, Wednesday and Saturday, take your time to take a little walk through the market. It's a lot of fun. And, of course, we are in the middle of the summertime, and the summertime heat is definitely going to get up to us. Well, catching up with us for the next few days here. So how do you stay cool? One answer? Ice cream! Everybody loves ice cream, I think. In fact, summertime in general puts everybody in the mood for ice cream. And, yeah, that frozen treat in the middle of a hot day, there's nothing better. And a new survey by the National Frozen and Refrigerated Food Association, apparently that's a thing, it shows that overwhelmingly majority of Americans love ice cream, especially these simple, basic, classic flavors. Yeah, 72% of Americans agree that a summer meal is not complete without ice cream for dessert, and they prefer flavors like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, the basics right there. But we all know that some of the ice creams are not basic, right? They get really crazy with ribbons of stuff in there and flavors and nuts and the whole thing like that, mixtures of all kinds of things, not to mention just weird flavors. And no, I'm not going to Japan for this because they'll go really, really, really weird flavors. But, just if you go down to, some of their favorite local places for ice cream, they've always got some interesting things. And even you can customize in some places. You can pick your own toppings and things like that. So how weird do you really get with some of your ice creams? Do you experiment with some of the new ice cream flavors that are out there, or do you go just for the basics? I mean, seriously, on a hot day, sometimes there is nothing better than just a plain old vanilla, right? On a hot day, that's like the good stuff. If I had my preference, I would actually put some nuts in just about anything. So anything with nuts for me, like your pistachio, your butter pecan, your Rocky Road stuff, I'm good for all of those. When it gets to some of the really weird stuff, yeah, well, sometimes I'll pass. Yes, Ernesto, I would say frozen yogurts do count as well. Some of those are really, really tasty as well. So, yeah. What do you think? Are you experimental? Do you like a lot of these new ice cream flavors that they keep coming up with? Or do you stick with the basics? Are you a chocolate or a vanilla person? Let me know your answers for our question of the day. Just go ahead and give me a call, 575-523-KGRT, or send that text message at 575-523-5478. And, of course, we are live on our social media pages as well, so you can always leave a comment down below just like Ernesto did. So, once again, let me know your answers for our question of the day. Do you like to experiment with your ice cream flavors, or do you go with the basics? All right, good there, and good there. So we are exclusively up on our social media pages right now. So, like I said, I've tried some interesting flavors. Every once in a while, one will sound very interesting. I mean, like I said, usually it'll have nuts in there, so I'm willing to give it a shot. But it is one of those things where some of the other crazier flavors are just way thinner. Let's see. Ernesto says, no way. We go with the basics. You can't go wrong with the classics and the basics. Let's see. Jeremiah says Rocky Road or pistachio almond. That's about it with those flavors. Not experimenting too much with those. I don't know. Jeremiah, especially with what you do, you can get some pretty interesting flavors out of some of that stuff. An ice cream sandwich. Come on, you can get that done, Jeremiah. So what is it about some of these new flavors that are weird? Now, Ben and Jerry's goes nuts. They really go out there with some of their flavors, and some of them are okay. But, if I had anything as a frozen treat, I do like just the basic flavors with some peanuts on top, or just something with nuts, because I like that little crunch right there in there. So that's how I go. What about you? Are you experimental with your ice cream flavors, or do you just go with the basics? Let me know your answers. Calling in, texting in, leaving your comments like you did below. And no, I don't experiment with my ice cream flavors too much, Ernesto. stop being that way. So let me know your answers. In the meantime, let's see what's going on in and around the world. If you didn't know, today is Amazon Prime Day. Sales are expected to top 14 billion. They're not going to get a lot of my money this year. Not planning on buying too much right now. Also saw that Pfizer is moving forward with plans to launch a once daily weight loss pill. If that can help out some people, that's kind of cool. Also, exercise works, and avoiding bad foods like eating ice cream on hot days a lot. I mean, you can try that too. Let's see. Krispy Kreme celebrating the start of the Olympics on Friday with a Passport to Paris collection. And apparently, speaking of new flavors, they include creme brulee, double chocolate eclair, and raspberry and vanilla cream. Yeah, those sound interesting. A new survey by the National. Oh, wait, we were just talking about that. Yeah. And because people agree, for the summer, you got to have some ice cream. Absolutely. And what is the new one I saw? Okay. Rules have been changed for Joey Chestnut and Takeru Kobayashi's live hot dog eating contest on Netflix on September 2nd. The new rule change requires contestants to eat both the hot dog and the bun together. Oh, so you can't separate those two. Interesting. Is that going to make a difference for those two? I know, two competitive eating giants there. And I can't believe they actually have a Netflix special. Let's see. Mom chimed in, tried different yogurt flavors of ice cream, but Johnny loves his basics with the vanilla. Opposites attract. And yeah, let's go ahead and give me your answers for our question of the day today. With ice cream, do you experiment with your flavors? Get any of those interesting, cool ones in there? Or are you just sticking with the basics, vanilla, chocolate, maybe throw in an odd strawberry in there or something like that? Let me know your answers for our question of the day.